Brett is on 5.
Brett is on 5. Whoa.
Well, let's see.
That's a bit of an advantage.
He likes to climb.
He likes to climb, he said. So let's see if
Let's
he
see
can
what
climb out
kind
of
of
this
shoes he's
hole.
wearing. Back down to the table, guys. See what's going on.
So it looks like we're into turn 2.
So we've got a bit of lands in play here. So we've got a flooded strand.
Okay. So let's get the
So just checking out the
everything
transitions.
set up. So we got Owen on the left.
What do you guys think of Mizium Meddler?
I'm not quite sure what that card is.
Goodness. So we see a discard from Owen here, discarding Elspeth, Sun's champion.
Oh, so he's kind of returning the favor to Brett, saying...
End of your turn, perhaps? Raise the alarm. This might be a main phase raise the alarm as to not have to discard. If that's what's
So
going
Brett
on.
is stuck on one land, is what you're saying?
Not anymore. Here comes Temple of Enlightenment. Alessander, good to see you, Mr. Gutsy. Man, this Mr. Gutsy, he's always checking out the good streams. Let me tell you, he knows what's hot. He knows what's hot on Twitch, I gotta say. Good to have you. And so do the rest of you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I'm not sure what Mizium Meddler is. Again, if it's a new card, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, if you guys want to throw the link on there so we can check it out.
Please do.
And that goes for all new cards because, quite honest, I don't know a lot of them by name.
We will.
I know one.
We are that way. So here comes...
And that is Languish.
Lightning straight to the face. Languish, yeah. You're a fan?
Yeah, I called it Anguish at first, and then I learned my lesson.
So Brett here, dipping down to 15 to 20. So dice again a little bit off.
Is the game going to be over before I finish up?
Well, it was last. Wasn't it last time it was?
It was close. I think I
was.
got it in there.
Oh, the new Spellskite. Guys, the new Spellskite's great. Because I don't want to spend $20 for a Spellskite, neither do you. So it's nice to have an alternative, which is nice. While it is not Spellskite, it is close. It's a close, nice, refreshing...
Are you playing horseshoes and hand grenades, or what are you playing?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just have a Spellskite, but I don't want to spend the money for it. Just going to be honest with you guys, for X mana, tough to beat. Here comes Seeker of the Way, or as we like to call him, Superman Saves the Day.
Okay.
So, we can relax. We can take it back now.
Whew. Okay, so we're back on. So it looks like the Seeker is one of the creatures you don't really want to start on unless it's kind of a bait creature. I think if you're in Brett's shoes, you're just saying, this guy's going to...
Daring Thief in hand.
Daring Thief.
Here's the thing about Seeker of the Way. You don't want to suit it up with enchantments, but he is actually really good in these creature-based situations.
Yeah, if you're in the right situation, he's amazing. But as your first creature, he's often terrible. Oh, that is not what you want to be doing.
But you have to, and it's
100% you have to do it.
So what Brett just did is he Defiant Strike. He used Defiant Strike on one of his opponent's creatures to use the ability to draw a card, and he hits the Windswept Heath, which is nice.
So it looks like there might be... It's hard to tell if it's a hero or an ordeal. He's keeping it very close to the chest.
I was pretty gross with the last assumption. We're going to say Hero Herois again.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was before, but it was a favorite hoplite. So I think what Brett is doing is he's doing what a smart heroic player does, and it's not just draw my creatures out.
You can't.
Because I don't think he has... It's not a situation where he has an infinite number of creatures in this hand. He only has maybe 1 or 2. So you can't just throw them out there and kind of... suit up whoever they leave behind, because that's all often a strategy.
Yeah, you're going to play a creature, you're going to protect it, and if you can't, you're going to deploy multiple in a turn to give yourself some options on the following turn.
Yeah.
Now here we see a Hoarding Outburst, but what I love is that Owen's actually got the Jeskai Ascendancy in his hand. So while he has that, I'm looking to see if Brett's got the Dromoka's Command, because as his creature grows, he's going to fight and blow some stuff up, which is nice, and that's what Brett was talking about earlier with this, guys, was how he can interact with his opponent's creatures and pinpoint fight when he needs to.
But I like how Owen's taking it, though. He's going wide first.
That's what I said.
And then he's going to play his Ascendancy, and if he has something, he's going to have to do it. And then he's already got 5 power in play, though.
Yep, and again, we see end of your turn, Defiant Strike. Because here's the thing. You guys have to understand as well, if you haven't played Heroic, I love explaining this, is that you will lose the game with all of these effects in your hand, so at least give yourself a chance to use them so that you can develop a board state that lets you win. So this looks like a favorite hoplite. Would be my guess. Handful of stuff to do.
Oh yeah, he just needs to have a couple creatures resolve here and have some options. So looks like Brett maybe is going to decide if he wants to blow the Heath. But no, it looks like he's content to hold back.
He can blow the Heath. It's a question of does he have to?
Well, he's at 10. So if I'm in Owen's spot, I almost just say, okay, attack my tokens, block wherever you want.
Yep.
I don't care. Take 4. Like you're going down to 6. Like I have a Stoke in the hand. I have more tokens I can just deploy. Like I don't even care about all this stuff. But what I like is that because he's deploying it this turn instead of last turn, he's going to be able to Stoke, pump up all of his guys, and just...
Exactly right.
So even if he does have...
So here's a response. Here's a response if ever there was one. So here's the fetch. Go grab the forest. Go down to 9. Here comes Dromoka's Command. And here's the one part about Dromoka's Command we never really got a chance to touch shed some light on, it's probably a better way to say it. When you use Romoka's command, you could say +1/+1 counter here, this guy fights. That's targeting 2 heroic creatures, so you trigger both heroic, and one guy's getting 2 +1/+1 counters, which is nice.
Yep.
While that's not happening here, it's a great card in the deck for that reason. So this is going to be sacrificed an enchantment, and we're going to be fighting something for sure.
So if I'm in Owen's spot, I'm perfectly happy with this because he's getting the trigger off the Ascendancy. There's nothing, Brett can't stop him from getting the trigger.
No, he can't. Nope. But
Unless he passes.
He gets to kill a guy, block a guy.
Yep. Unless he goes to attacks and attacks.
Yeah.
But Owen's not going to do that, right?
He could prevent the damage.
Player.
He could just prevent the damage from Stoke.
Yeah, he could do that.
And you sack an enchantment, I'll block somebody.
Yeah, but the thing is, they've already gotten +1/+1, so he's going to be hitting him for quite a lot of damage here. Well, he's going to put him down to 1 because he had to sack the fetch, right? So if he eats one of the tokens, just by chump blocking. But I feel like you said, he can't take 4 damage from Stoke. So for sure, I think it's going to be
prevent the damage
and maybe fight.
That which sucks because you know you're going to lose to that card.
Yeah, I think he's in a bad spot either way.
Sack an enchantment, prevent the damage.
So if I'm in Trevor's shoes, I'm liking this right now.
I'm not sure what the choices were just yet.
Yep.
Owen's shoes, you say Trevor?
Trevor's shoes, yeah, because he has the tiebreak over Tyler.
Oh yeah, you love that.
So if Brett loses this, Trevor's first, Tyler's second, and Brett's third.
Good God.
Yeah.
How'd that happen? So it looks like I don't understand the mode.
So it looks like he's resolving.
I understand the damage is prevented, but I need to find out what
there was no counter, so he didn't put anything on the guy. He didn't
I
fight
understand.
any token.
He didn't fight, so there's no heroic. I gotta find out what the modes were. 2 seconds.
No, he's putting it away. Okay, so he made him sack it.
Oh, he did. Okay, great.
Yeah. He just resolved the triggers and didn't.
Brett does have forms of lifelink, guys. He is using cards like Ordeal of Heliod, and he does have Seeker of the Way in the main deck. Those are the cards he wants to use.
But one of his best enablers to get Ordeal off in the same turn is Defiant Strike, which he's already used 2 copies of.
Any enchantment at this point is going to work because he could Aqueous form it up, but he's behind.
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't have a hero out either, so this is going to cost 2 mana to put the Helioid in play.
Yeah, he's going to say block because I have to. It's fine.
Well, I don't want to put out the wrong thing.
No, it's good. And there's a Wild Slash, and that's it.
That is game.
Jeez. Well, you know what?
It's just like the Mono Red Devotion that we watched last run, right? It's like a synergistic deck, and if it doesn't get off on the right foot, it just doesn't do what it wants to do.
Brett's on 5. What can you do?
Yeah, I mean he only had so many resources to work with. Owen had a pretty good start. He had a couple tokens to get things going, and had that last turn, which was really good.
A pretty good start. I believe we call that the nuts. His hand was the nuts. He had the Jeskai Ascendancy, had the Stoke the Flames, he had the Raise the Alarm.
That's our resident badger.
There's our resident honey. Thank you very much, Mr. Tyler, already shutting the door. One of these 2 gentlemen was not born in a barn. They shut the door. You ever hear that?
I've heard that, yeah.
I just used it.
I didn't know which one you're talking about when you first.
Well, the one that closed the door.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I get you now.
Brad, if I have to explain the joke, it's not funny.
I've heard I'm not born in the barn. I've heard that phrase before, though.
Yeah, you're born in a barn, shut the door. Yeah, okay. Anyway, guys, stop talking about barns. Let's talk about...
You know what I used to hear when I was younger?
Oh, here we go. Can't get off it. Go ahead.
You make a better door than a window.
People said that to you?
Yeah. You stand in front of the TV. Nobody else can see.
These are rude people.
Yeah.
Who said that to you?
My parents. Yeah. Well, specifically my dad, yeah.
Specifically the father?
Yeah, specifically, yeah.
They
sit in front of the TV.
Has that affected you in any way?
Every way. So those sideboards.
You're killing me, dude. I don't want to see you on any Judge Judy, no Maury, none of this stuff, guys. Hey, listen.
Okay.
Sideboards.
Sideboard time.
Go ahead. You got the issues. Go ahead.
So we have two different board sweepers.
Sure.
2 End Hostilities, 2 Anger of the Gods.
So End Hostilities is great against Heroic, and I'll tell you why. It's the same reason I like bringing in Elspeth.
Yep.
You just kill them. It's like, do you have the Johnny's Presence? That's the question.
It's a little expensive. Like the problem is they're both kind of like eh. But the one good thing is like End Hostilities would take out care of all the enchantments.
Yeah.
If he has any kind of enchantment creatures, all that kind of stuff, it wipes everything out. But it's like whether he gets there, right?
Oh, he does have 2 Mantis Rider. I like Mantis Rider.
Yeah, he does have 2 Mantis
Rider. Very
Rider,
evasive threat, very good.
And he does have 2 Erase, so he can potentially stop any sort of enchantment shenanigans that he's going to have. And he has 2 Negate as well.
So, Jaylay, 1, 2, 3, buddy, I just checked out your comment. I'm going to go through it again. Want to make sure I'm not missing anything in the question. And we're going to talk about it. So, let's see. How is that right? He should have sacrificed the enchantment after the command resolved. So, it looks like the chat's figuring it out. Dakman 316, thanks, man. What happens is, like, and someone explain this to me. the way the stack works and like the effects and what just happened, it's like saying, I throw a stone at your face. You kill me in response to me throwing the stone at your face.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason's dead now. But what about that stone? It still got thrown. It doesn't just stop.
Yeah.
The stone has to resolve. It has to happen. So, I cast a stoke. Trigger goes in the stack. Jeskai Ascendancy.
2 triggers.
2 triggers go in the stack, but
Yep.
the card activates in that sense. Triggers begin. Brett goes, hey, you know what? I'm going to fetch in response. Stack, right?
Yep. That's what
Okay,
it calls.
well, that still has to happen. That's what they call it. That's what they call it. So that still has to resolve. So while you do make him sacrifice an enchantment, the effect still has to happen.
And they use the LIFO system of last in, first out.
There you go.
Yeah. So
That's how it works.
That's how it's going to work.
App
So, yeah.
nap? App nap?
What's that now?
Active player, non-active player?
Yep. That's also a thing.
Hey, you. All right. We have got random guests peering in through the door. Feels like a Smash Brothers game where people come through the crowd and they open the window and stuff. Yeah, I'm big on Smash Brothers, I guess.
It's like a Pokeball when somebody throws one of those out and somebody joins the party.
Nothing like that.
No.
Just kidding. All right, well,
So what do we got in the sideboard over there?
Let's talk about sideboard. This is very relevant, guys.
Yeah.
2 Surge of Righteousness? Probably not. 2 Aqueous Form? Absolutely.
Oh,
4 Stubborn Denial?
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that's coming in. That's a very good card in the matchup. We've got 1 of Johnny's Presents, which is great. Definitely put that in.
Yeah. It's just there's a lot of cards, right?
But it's okay. It's fine. Valorous Stance? Probably not. Treasure Cruise? Probably. Probably a 1 of. 2 Triton Tactics? No. Triton Tactics you want to use on cards like Pelucranos, Whisper.
Yeah, we get more of a 1 for 1 or 2 for 1 trade in.
Yes. Ordeal of Heliod, I can see another Seeker of the Way. Probably.
Oh, yeah. Definitely Seeker.
Probably because it gives you some time. And that's what you're looking for.
It's just what is he going to take out? Because that's a lot of cards to bring in, and he's got a lot of juicy cards already in the main.
He does. So I'm going through. Defiant Strike is good.
Yep.
God's Willing is good. Ordeal's good.
Like, what is bad in that list? Like, what is a card that you just don't like?
I could see cutting a land if I want to play. Seems silly.
Even the commands are amazing because they stop the Stokes. They like what he did that game where
command is very good.
And the Ascendancy.
It's a tough call. I don't know if I need.
Okay.
I think Defiant Strike is the weak card. As silly as that sounds.
Yeah, it's one of those enablers.
It could even be. It's probably me just cutting a Johnny's Presence is the card I don't need.
Yeah.
If you have it, you have it. Sweet. I'm just gonna Stubborn Denied anyway. I don't care. That'd be me.
Well, we're gonna find out what he does here. A little disappointed we didn't see any Daring Thief that game.
Oh, Jaylee, I see what you're saying. Thank you. Yeah. So he's talking about sequencing.
Yeah, that's what I initially thought.
So I just went to a deep ramble.
Yeah. So what happened was he triggered his Ascendancy triggers. Sorry, he resolves his Ascendancy triggers before he actually put in the graveyard because the command had resolved first. It's just a matter of better or worse sequencing.
Yep. So here we see a healthy amount of land for Brett. We'll see what he can muster up here. So again, when he's on turn 3 like this, it's interesting because at the end of his turn, he's going to get his creature burnt, and then on the upkeep, on Owen's main phase, he's going to do it again. And that's that's the back-to-back kind of watching out for.
Yeah. But that's one thing about Heroic that's great is that the triggers will allow them to get a counter, so it'll put them further out of burn range.
That's right. You have like the bait, wild slash, and okay, here we go. Here comes Stoke. Hope you're ready. Or here comes Roast.
Yeah. So it looks like Owen's got.
Does Owen have Roast in the sideboard?
Looks like he's a little light on
Daring Thief though.
Token. Yeah, he's light on token makers. No, I don't see any Roast in the sideboard.
Okay. Not sure if Roast is a great card at all for this deck.
Seems fine. I mean, I think he has a lot of ways to kill creatures, being that he's in 3 colors. So it's just a matter, I guess, of whatever the metagame calls for that week.
Yeah, it was just shortcut.
And I think, and also knowing he's playing against Brett, he probably figures he has 2 options. Either he's going to play Saltire Reanimator, or he's going to play Bant Heroic, or he's going to go totally out of left field, in which case he's not going to bother trying to prepare for it.
So here comes
get a reader.
The Daring Thief. I think you'd have a lot of readers on Daring Thief.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. What does it do?
So I'm almost positive.
I'm going to look it up.
I should be a reader. Let's look it up.
We're going to look it up just so we know.
Want to say it's draw discard when it does damage. That's my guess.
I don't know. So we're going to see what's going on here.
All right. Bit of a fetch here.
Okay, so here's the Oracle text on the card. Inspired, when Daring Thief becomes untapped, you may exchange control of target non-land permanent you control and target permanent an opponent controls that shares a card type with it.
Yeah, draw a card, discard a card.
Yeah, totally.
What's the power toughness on this
So
creature?
it's a 2/3 for 3.
Interesting. So he's looking to
Connect this turn.
yeah,
That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, he wants to connect, but I guess he's looking to take over cards, which is a great card this matchup.
Yeah, especially if Brett goes for an Ordeal.
Well, this is it.
Doesn't
this
get
is
it all the way off. Yeah, doesn't get it all the way off and is like halfway, and he's like, okay, I'll steal it. Trigger it on my turn.
Man, this card's fantastic against Heroic. You're just stealing their guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's and it's a 2/3, so it demands that he plays something to protect that hero, or unless he just doesn't want it to get stolen.
He can stoke to take something over as well.
Now, the one thing Brett has going for it is that the God's Willings will prevent that for a turn.
But that's what you're using God's will.
Yeah.
But Lucky Bucky pointed out a great line, which is true. You use stoke the flames, tap your guy down.
Yeah.
So just go.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Doesn't even. But I think in this situation he can even.
Why not? I stoke you in the face.
Yeah, you can wait till end of turn.
Love it.
And stoke it. Yeah,
Yep.
or you can attack. Doesn't matter.
Yep. If he has a Jeskai Ascendancy in play, he can start to really go nuts.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, I think what his plan is, right, is to play a bunch of token creatures and swap those for their creatures.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
You're exactly correct.
So yeah, I think your line is going to be correct when he stokes at the end of turn. It's like counter it, don't counter it. I really don't care.
Yeah.
Just put all, just whatever you do, just put stuff on that hero Iroas.
Give away Demonic Pact with Daring Thief.
When you've used up the first 3 options, and
Yep.
give him the last one to lose the game.
Who came up with that? Jaylee. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
You know that's from the create a card from last year, right?
Demonic Pact?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was actually a card, yeah.
Just like Waste Not was the community card?
Yeah.
Yeah. Based Lanta, what's going on, sir? Thank you for checking us out, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, actually, I was actually more excited by the new card, like hoping that would win the
Which one's that?
the demonic
Pact?
yeah, because that seems like a more interesting card.
It's a hell of a gamble.
Oh yeah,
Man, I'm going to untap. No, you're not. Oh my God, I lose. Right? So here comes Divine Strike. Awesome tech with Daring Thief. That's huge. He had a Wild Slash and a Stoke, yeah. He should kill it when he fetches.
okay, so we're gonna have a response here, which is gonna be the Stoke the Flames.
Oh my God.
So he's like, I don't even care. You know what? I'm just gonna kill your guy. I'm not gonna worry about stealing him. Blow him out of the water.
Now, here's the thing. If you're
No card draw, no scry for you.
Yeah, if you're the heroic player, that hurt. That was essentially a 3-for-1, and you
Yeah.
can't do that many times.
No.
So now you're going to get into what we call the rebuild phase, and that's what Brett's got to have. So you see him set up a little bit straighter.
It's just how can you rebuild though when your creature's gonna get swapped out for a goblin?
Now, again, we have the so he untaps. He's like, no, I'm good.
It's almost a shame that this Daring Thief is gonna be rotating out in the fall, because I feel like this is a coming up party for this card.
Coming out party.
Yeah,
No kidding. I agree.
I referenced pink here, but I don't like pink. So
You know what? The pink sleeves have really grown on the stream.
the slaves I don't mind. The singer not so much.
Oh, the singer. Okay, well that's personal preference.
Yeah,
I know there's certain singers that I don't really appreciate,
yeah.
and that should be well known by now.
We should get Mr. Tyler Ari in here to talk about it.
All right, so Kelvin711, because I love to troll you and you love to troll us, you're asking what is the Facebook link for us? You definitely want to see the Jeskai list. Well, I'm going to troll you, buddy. I'm going to make you wait, because until we come back to the commentary booth, you're not going to see that link. And now there's anybody else, because Kelvin is a troll. And we're going to wait and see. Big swing.
Aren't you the troll in this situation?
I'm not the troll.
Because he wants to see, and you're saying no.
I'm not the troll. I'm defending against trolling.
Okay.
I am, but I'm trying to be political and not actually say that I am.
So we have what I consider a setup this turn, where he's dropping the Ascendancy with really nothing to cast.
Hook, line, and sinker. That's what I'm saying.
He's basically saying, yeah, it doesn't matter what you do next turn.
We need Brett to flash in a Surak.
Yeah.
Suit up with Aqua's form, swing. He can get out of it. The game's not over. Brett is the 13.
It's not over, just that he's in a real bind here.
Yeah, because any creature that he plays, Daring Thief's going to grab.
Yeah, he can't equip. He needs to do... The problem is he has 3 goblins, too. So it's not like he can just be like, okay, you're going to take one of my guys, and then, that we're done that part of the game. It's like, yeah, you're going to get a goblin this turn. The next turn you're going to get a goblin, and then every time you play a creature, you're just getting a goblin back in return.
Yep.
So it's like, ugh. And he's gonna give him to him right now. He's like, here you go. I don't need this. Give me that one too.
Thanks.
It's such a beating. I mean, really. Look, you hear the laughter over there. They know it. It's just like.
What do you say? Thanks.
And there's another thief in his hand. So
thanks, Owen. Thanks, bud.
It's like, what do you? I don't know.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, because I think the idea, like if you're playing that card fairly, right, is that you give them something of some value, right, like a 2/2 even, something that has not a 1/1 goblin token that didn't even cost you a full card.
If you guys are into MTG Finance, I'd say go pick up 25 copies of Daring Thief.
Well, if it wasn't going to be rotating, I'd definitely say
I'd
so.
still do it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Just it's a card that that's going to be definitely has proven its worth in this strategy. And yeah, Brett's kind of deflated.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, dome you probably or +1. I don't know.
I mean, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. Brett knows it.
And the reason is, like we talked about, we need to have this spear creature that's suited up and that was meant to be Hero of Iroas, but The writing's on the wall here, and the shoe is in the top left corner of your screen.
He's got another spell that he could have cast, but unfortunately he only has one white source that he needed to
Correct.
use to cast the Ascendancy, but it's over anyways.
Already bought 300 Daring Thief, so you might be
There we
right,
go.
Kelvin. All right, sounds good.
Okay, I'm gonna